This is the D6 Duo Pro Smart Charger from HOBBYMATE. It's capable of 200 watts on AC power and 650 watts on DC power. In the box, it's only included is the charger itself, the power cord, and a spec sheet or informational sheet. In order to get the manual, you will need to go out to their website and download the manual. There's a thread on RC Groups where the manufacturer has provided the link. Download that link, download the file from that link, and read the manual first. In order to access the system settings, on the front of the charger, you would long press the scroll button, and that will bring up system settings. It's not very intuitive from the get-go without the instruction manual, so I definitely encourage you to get the instruction manual. The charger itself is smaller than I was anticipating, but it's designed to be a carry charger that you can carry to the field with you. The charger does support wireless charging of smart devices. That is the top of the charger. The wireless charging is controlled under settings. The system settings, you can turn it on or off. It is on by default. I will not be using that at this time, so I've turned mine off. The front of the charger boasts two buttons, one labeled CH for channel and the scroll button. The scroll button is very similar to the scroll button that has been on Spectrum brand transmitters for many years. So it's very intuitive if you have any experience with the Spectrum brand of transmitters. The charger turns on as soon as it is plugged into a power source. To change between the channels, you just short press the channel button, 1 and 2. It will cycle between 1, 2, and seeing both on the screen. To change the settings for one of the channels, you select the channel and then do a short press down on the scroll button. The settings by default on the charger are maxed out. This is a very bad settings, as you can overcharge a pack both in capacity and time. I recommend going ahead and dropping your capacity down to your largest size pack, or the size pack you'll be charging most frequently on the charger, as well as dropping down to about a 2-hour time limit for charging. To set charging for individual channels or packs, you will select the channel by pressing the channel button accordingly. Short press the scroll wheel. Scroll up and down through the menu settings. Short press the scroll wheel to open up submenus and settings. Select your battery type, your cell voltage, in case it differs, and your charge rate, as well as cell count if you need to. Then to select an option, use short press. Then you select start task once the battery is connected. The front of the charger supports 2 XT60 connectors and balance tabs up from 2 to 6S or 1S to 6S. I primarily will be using 3S pack, so I haven't really paid attention in that. Once the task starts, you will see the screen show some information as to what's happening. If you scroll left and right, the bottom will change between the cell volt and the cell information to your internal resistance and the temperature of the pack. One of the things smart chargers attempt to do is use the battery pack temperature and to cut off charging not to overcharge. The front of the battery pack is XT60, however, EC3s do fit into XT60 connectors. So fortunately for me, I have some EC3s and XT60 battery leads. I also have Dean's and XT30 leads. So in order to use this charger with more than just XT60 and EC3 battery leads, you'll have to buy adapters or make some of your own. You can charge 2 batteries at a time. What's interesting though is that if you don't have any batteries connected and you change the settings on one channel, the other channel will automatically change too. However, once you get one battery connected and started on charging, discharging, storage, or balancing, then you can go to the second channel and set up for the battery you need there. It's a little bit of a meh setup that way, where they're not changed individually when they're sitting idle, but there's a workaround to that. The side of the charger does support a 5-volt out for charging smart devices. It also supports a micro USB port that is stated to be used for software firmware upgrades. I did plug this charger to my laptop. Drivers did not install, so I'm not sure on how you go about upgrading software right at this time or firmware. I posted a question out on the RC Group's thread for this charger, and I'll see what happens. So overall, I am a little disappointed that it's XT60 connectors on the front, just because I use T connectors, aka Deans, XT30s, EC3s, and XT60 connectors on all my batteries, and even some JSTs. It's not going to be that big of a deal to create charge leads. HOBBYMATE does sell a package on Amazon of different XT60 to whatever leads, and I believe they are the female ones that will plug into the charger. I'll double check that and put the link in there. I am disappointed that the manual did not come included with the charger. However, I understand the push to a digital format and paperless society. So I see both sides. I personally still like having the physical manual, especially when I get a new charger like this that this is my first experience with. Being able to charge a device wirelessly is a nice feature. However, like I said, I have an older phone, so I won't be using that. I do, like I said, go in, when you first plug this in, go in, long press that scroll key button, access the system settings, and change the defaults. One thing I did notice is that balance will only balance the cells. It doesn't charge. There's not a balance charge. It's just a charge function. So I'm guessing, I'll look into it more, that the the charge function charges versus balances. I'll look into that. Overall, it's a very easy to use charger. Small and very capable. It is geared towards the multi-rotor crowd that has pretty much standardized on XT60 connectors. You can parallel charge if you have the right board for it or right connectors. Just make sure you don't exceed your wattage limitations based on the power source. The information displayed about your battery pack when it's charging is very, very useful and helpful. I like the screen. It's very colorful, very easy to see. It's a lot easier to look at than some older LCD panels on some other chargers I have. But when it comes to charging LiPos, it works just as well as all my other LiPos. This one, like I said, this one's small, and so you can put it in a field bag and take it to your flying site for use out in the field, which is really where it's kind of geared towards. It's nice and loud. There's a lot of settings you can customize. I use more generic, geared towards 3S 2200 packs settings for mine, and it's enjoyable. I used it in the morning in order to get this review video done. Nobody else in the house mentioned hearing the beeps. I did turn the volume lower on the charger. I recommend leaving it as high as possible. Don't ever leave a charger unattended when charging, and you'll be fine. if you're looking for a smart charger that can take temperature and other factors into play when charging your packs to give your packs longer life, this is a good one to consider. Take a look at it and see if it fits your needs. I'm going to keep using mine. I firmly believe you can't have too many chargers. So, yeah, take a good look at it.